Hey, what's up guys? This is Poker Express, and we are back with another episode of Poker Hands. Before getting into it, I would like to ask you guys to hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoy our videos. Let's jump straight into the action.
Izzle with King 6. He comes in for a raise. Pavel has Queen 7 suited in the big. Can't see him going anywhere.
He raises to 35 million. Pavel calls. Nice door card, and both players have flopped a pair.
See, Izzle does the backdoor flush draw as well with his king. And he keeps the aggression up as he has done every time he's flopped any hand in the heads-up play. Pavel, of course, has backdoor diamonds. So he will surely call.
Now, if he catches a diamond on the turn, he might want to play the hand far more aggressively. Obviously, if a heart comes, Izzle will be in the same spot. Currently winning, and it is the ace of diamonds on the turn.
Well, I imagine Pavel will check this and Izzle checks back.
Pavel.
Unless Izzle thinks he can get his opponent to call with a worse hand. He is cutting out a big bet.
This is a big pot developing here. Pavel with third pair nut flush draw. Izzle put in a sizable bet there, 105,000. Currently winning with his king.
Pavel obviously will call here. Does have a pair and the backdoor nut flush draw. No reason for him to fold.
It wouldn't surprise me if he raised.
Well, I think raising just makes all the bluffs fold and every better hand still calls. Oh, he doesn't. I don't think he's thinking Izzle is necessarily going to bet this big with just the king. If he knew that, he would raise, but I think he's expecting Izzle to check back.
Wouldn't the ace have been a good card just to rep it though?
And, well, he's got a pair. If he had no pair, then I think he might try and bluff. But Pavel does have a losing hand. I suspect this will go check, check. Pavel trying to work out how he missed that one. Desperate to get to showdown. He could rep hearts here. He does rep hearts.
Wow!
He moves all in. What a play! What a play! He moves all in. How can
Surely
Izzle call?
Izzle can't call here. He's thinking it through in his head. He's thinking he called me on the flop. If he caught the ace on the turn, surely he would have bet.
Well, it's hearts or nothing.
Raised. Yes, he's checking the chip count.
Surely he can't call this. Just thinks there's no way Pavel calls 100 million with a flush draw.
In actual fact, he did. He had the nut flush draw in diamonds and a pair.
Well, the problem is the flush draw that he's most likely to check call with would be the king high flush draw for a pair of kings. And Izzle has that blocked. That is what is playing into Izzle's mind here. If he had the king of spades, he would just have to fold this. He does have pretty much the only flush draw.
He is seriously considering calling here, James.
I can see why. I can see his reasoning, and he's right. There's what hand does he call with a flush draw? Could of course be the nut flush draw.
What's your feeling? I think he's going to call.
On edge here.
What do you think at home? I mean, like, this is phenomenal.
So close. Pavel willing him to fold.
This is for the title.
Doesn't want to call, but his gut's telling him. Only the nut flush plays this.
Wow! What a goal! That's phenomenal!
Oh my God!
That is the greatest goal I've seen live here in Rosmerdorf. You saw it. Izzle made the call of the tournament.
Oh my word! Izzle with that call is the Party Poker Millions Germany champion.
That is phenomenal, James. I tell you what, I'm so glad I was in the commentary booth when that happened.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow. I mean, listen, you make it sound a lot easier where you explain that, you know, you can't, because he's got the King of Hearts, that's the blocker to the flush. You know, it doesn't make sense having the call on the, you know, with the thing, with an ace. So what can he possibly have to make that play?
His hand there is basically the same as the King High flush. It's the only way he can check call the turn with the flush draw is if he has the ace high flush draw. So Isidore is losing to just one hand.
So Luke now sub 10. Steve O'Dwyer has done a fantastic job at chopping away at the legs of the Dutchman.
An all-in and a call here. Dutchman at risk.
Yeah, what a pretty sick cooler heads up for 9 bigs, King 4 suited, and you just run into the ace 10. But not to do a disservice to Steve in any way, he has played fantastically throughout this final table and heads up. 5 cards to come in order to win. Oh, wow.
No.
Okay.
2 pair on the flop.
Wow. So a little top and bottom backdoor clubs for dessert.
Oh.
Never easy.
Never easy.
Luke's already had this once today, 4-handed, when he was all in with the ace 10 against the queen 5. Steve needs an ace 9 or a 10.
Wow.
GG.
Wow.
What a sick run out to end it.
What a fake out on that flop.
Top and bottom flopped for the Dutchman. Turn giving Steve top pair on the river. Steve with the better 2 pair.
Has to pet the trophy.
Let's get some GGs in the chat for Luke Giles. Out in second for 168,000.
Wow.
GG's.
GG's.
Well we started with 34 unique players having 13 re-entries, giving us a total of 47. We're now heads up. Christopher has S5 of diamonds. Anthony has pocket 7s. We've only seen 3 pairs in this heads up. 5s, 7s and kings.
Go either way. We saw him 3-bet ace 3 of diamonds earlier.
Oh!
Wow.
Surely Anthony's going to
Anthony
call
can't
here.
fold
Come on,
this.
Anthony.
This is it.
Ace 5 versus 7s.
This is it, Simon. We have it all in. Christopher does cover Anthony, but has the worst hand, basically, for the title. Queen, Jack Deuce. So far, so good for Zeno.
Looking for the double up.
Chris will need to hit one of those aces if he wants to win it here and now. Turn Queen does give him a few more outs. A Jack will do it. Can win it dirty, Simon. Heads up play.
Oh my, it's a Jack on the river.
There
and
it is.
we have our winner.
Jack on the river. That's how he did it. He did it dirty. Zeno laughs.
Yeah, man. Sorry about that. That's cool.
Well, Chris is your champion of the 25k super high roller here at the Party Poker Live Millions North America Festival. He needed a Jack on the river to do it.
I was once stood behind a guy who got knocked out, and he was telling his friend, "It was so sick, I lost a flip." That's what he told his friend. Okay.
Well, how's that so sick?
Wow.
Huge cooler.
This is sick.
So it's going to be 3-bet and then jam. Mustafa flat with aces last time. He may flat with queens, potentially.
Well, he hasn't done.
No, versus a re-raise.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
If Pascal goes to the re-raise, because he knows last time Pascal had nothing when he re-raised. He had some low cards because he just check folded the turn really quickly.
He could have had 8s or 9s. It's possible, but yeah.
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 But I don't think he's going to flat with the queens.
You think queens are just that much more vulnerable?
Yeah,
that
you
kind of happier to get.
And I think he also knows, or he may well know, that he's up against a different kind of hand where he might be able to get it in as well.
Pascal did look a bit more confident this time.
Yeah.
Like when he put his chips in.
Yeah.
Queens are not that much more vulnerable though, because like he's not going to free bet like King 5 or something. He's going to choose undercards generally.
Okay, it looks like he might be choosing Pleno's line
Yeah,
again
yeah.
of flatting. So low flop.
Pascal's like, Jesus, just don't put some high cards out there again. Just give me a 8-4-5.
Oh,
wow.
my word!
This is interesting.
Yeah, because he's got the gutter and he's got a decent pair. That how often is it? Well, Pascal can easily have a hand with a king in.
I think Pascal's going to lead here.
Probably, yeah. It's interesting if he goes for 3 streets or 2 streets. Usually you want to work out, do I want to bet small on the flop, small on the turn, big on the river, or do I want to bet bigger on the flop and then shove the turn?
I'm very small, isn't he?
Very tiny.
So it looks like he's trying to set it up for 3 streets here. Mustafa will call once, call twice. River's going to be the interesting street, I think. Yep.
So brick on the turn to keep it interesting.
Interesting.
That's kind of a brick.
Turn.
It doesn't change who's in front, so it's
Tens may check. Because if Mustafa has a king, he's going to bet himself.
Yeah.
If he has 7-8, he's going to start folding now if we bet. So I think tens probably wants to check now. Yeah. And now queen should definitely check back.
Yeah.
You don't have 2 streets with queens here, you have 1 street, and it's probably better to induce a bluff on the river by a check-in.
So you think Mustafa is comfortable that he's in front now?
Yeah, but he's either super far in front or he's a million miles away.
Exactly.
Oh, it looks like he's going for a bet.
Oh my word.
And clearly this is a value bet.
Yeah, he feels that the paired king, makes it far more likely that his queens are good.
I think if you bet the turn, you have to bet the river, because he
might have just gone past 9-10, for example.
Pascal's like, what is going on here?
And again, it's a small bet, 135 into 420.
Well, if he thinks he's up against a king.
But a king's going to bet the river anyway. If he's against some weak hands, he wants to get something out of it.
Yeah.
But you can't really expect.
But he's out of position on the river, so
But he's always going. If he has a king, he will always face a bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a non-standard bet on the turn, I'd say.
Does Mustafa bet the river if it's?
I think he has to.
A brick.
I think he has to because of otherwise he would have checked the turn and then bet the river.
No, I think Mustafa can check back on the river surely, because what's he going to get a call from that he's beating?
Yeah, but if you want to bet 1 street, I'd rather bet the river and give him a chance to bluff you.
But he hasn't done that.
Yeah, so if you do decide to bet, I think you have to. It's with the intention thinking you can get called twice, Because if he thinks I'm only going to get 1 street, he would just bet the river.
I got you. Yeah.
But if he thinks he's going to bet the turn, it's because he thinks he can get 2 streets.
Right.
Against maybe ace 10 or.
Yeah.
I don't think the fact it's come backdoor spades really is.
I think it does matter somewhat. Like, Pascal is going to have some like ace jack of spades, ace 10 of spades, which he will play like this. 10x of spades, like 10 jack of spades, 10 8 of spades. These kind of hands would go into a free bet range pre-flop.
So now you think Mustafa can legitimately check back?
I mean, like I said, if I bet the turn, I would definitely bet the river if I could assume I could get value, but I wouldn't assume I could get 2 streets of value. I think it's too thin. I would check the turn and then bet the river big. Like, let's say Pascal has 7-8. He will just fold the turn when you bet, but if you check back, he's going to bluff this river. So I don't like the turn bet, but maybe he has good reasons why he wants to do it.
It looks like he's betting again. Clearly, he thinks...
He's going to face a jam, and then...
Well, he's jamming himself, isn't he?
Yeah,
he's jamming himself.
I'm in, and that's it.
Yeah.
Wow, we are all over.
He should have just got it all in pre-flop hand. And he can count himself unlucky then. Now he won't be able to sleep. I'm sure he'll be fine to sleep with the 120,000.
Yeah. Dominant Nietzsche, when you see at the table, he's always doing. Oh my God!
Oh, it's going to be all in call.
7 bigs.
All in call for sure.
Steve will jam all in. Fabrizio's like, "Yep, I'll give you a spin, mate." Look, gives him a little flash of a smile.
It's like he keeps giving away his chips and then manages to double up again. Oh my god!
Oh my word! Jack 10-9,
Oh,
the flop.
loving that.
O'Dwyer, 69% to win the tournament. This hand right here, right now. Brita's carrying his chips down like he's won the pot.
That's well clocked by you. You clocked to 439 and the hand did occur. It did start at 439.
Well, Fabrizio can still win. Ace or 10 right now. Running pair would also do it. Jack,
Only an ace now, baby.
Just an ace. Otherwise, Steve O'Dwyer, in the most unlikely fashion, will be our super high roller champion.
Ba-ba-ba-bum. Ace from space.
Not a flicker of emotion on his face. Ludo, the Queen of Clubs, rolls off. That is that.
439.
439. I call 437. We're pretty close. Steve O'Dwyer called winning this tournament, I'm sure, and that's exactly what he's done. Picking up £450,000.